I just ran my second Hyrox. Here's how it went. Wait a second. What is Hyrox? Hyrox is the sport of fitness racing, and it's one of the fastest growing sports in the world. I think one of the reasons that it's growing so quickly is because it's more fun than a marathon, and it's not as intimidating as CrossFit. There's no barbells or gymnastics. So what is it? It's 8 1K runs followed by 8 workouts. So you run 1K, and then you do 1K on the ski erg machine. And then you run 1K, and then you push a sled 50 meters. And then you run 1K, and then you pull a sled 50 meters. And then you run 1K, and you do 80 meters of burpee broad jumps, and then you run 1K, and then you row 1K. You're starting to get the picture. And then you run 1K, and you do a 200-meter farmer carry, and then you run 1K, and you do 100-meter weighted lunges, and then you run 1K, and then you do 100 wall balls, and then you sprint across the finish line, and sheesh, that was a blast. Also, what's up, peak fitness level? You can do it individually or as doubles, same sex or mix, in the pro or the amateur division. Personally, I'm a big fan, and from a product perspective, Hyrox has really struck a chord between just running or just working out. It's something that anyone can jump into at any level and compete at the pace they want. This was my second Hyrox. I ran my first one back in May competing in singles pro, and I finished with a time of 1 hour and 30 minutes. This time I shaved off 7 minutes and I finished in 1 hour and 23 minutes. So what changed? For my first race, I was mostly training CrossFit, and then I added in some running. But for this one, I focused on Hyrox specific training 2 to 3 times a week, combined with more structured running and then some CrossFit fitting in between. And the difference was huge. My first race, I had to take a bunch of breaks during the workout portions between the runs. And this time I went through basically unbroken on all of the workouts, except for the wall balls, but I did those in a couple of really big sets. And it felt incredible to see all this hard work pay off. This one was also special for me because I got to see my product, Haven Athletics Organized Bags, in the Hyrox store for a partnership that we kicked off earlier this year that's been going great. Next up, I'm planning to improve my time even more and maybe even look at doing a doubles next year. Drop a comment if you want to be my partner or if you're thinking about trying to Hyrox yourself.